D, baby.
313 Detroit love, the Motor City. Detroit love, can't nothing stop me. Detroit love, I love my city. Detroit love.
When you know you're from Detroit, you know you gotta have drive. To fulfill your dreams, you gotta. All right. Welcome to another episode, Middle Ground with JLE L.L.C, where we treat you like family. That's the theme song, Detroit Love, for my first album, the JLE Experience. Just wanted to play a little bit, hear a little verse. Great song, great album. So I want to get on here, get back to every Friday, have a show or a guest. I mean, I do shows from Monday to Saturday to make sure I can accommodate guests. I know it's been a minute, been on break. I needed a break. I'm on episode, I think, 128 now with this one, season 6. And man, it's been a grind. A lot been going on. You know, I kind of stopped for a minute with everything I was doing after my nephew was murdered April 30th to help raise him, and that really shook me for a minute. I didn't really care to do a podcast show or focus on my companies, music, book. But as you know, you go through the process of grieving. And Khalil, he was life of the party. I know he would probably been on my head like, you cold out here, you gotta do your thing. You gotta let the world know what you can do and share with them. So that kind of started having me get back to turning the machine of the JLE brand back on, so to speak. And tomorrow, have my first ever listening party on Pep Talk TV live with phenomenal small business cheerleader Tisha Hammond. Shout out to her; she's phenomenal. She showed a lot of love. I truly appreciate her, and that's gonna be some fun. First time doing that with an album. First album, I had really wanted to prove to myself I could make a great album of music. But I'm introvert to myself, and you really can't be that if you're going to be doing the stuff I do, music, books, podcasting. You got to be more outgoing. I am outgoing, but it'll be more with people I'm cool with. So I've been learning to balance sharing all of me with the world, because that's truly is the JLE brand, not just people see some parts of it. And I can't say, I did want to do a lot of different things with this album. I mean, I print out some CDs. I felt like a real musician doing that, you know? I might still do something for the first album, but I definitely wanted to do it. I came up with the design for it, front and back. Canva is a great thing, baby. And I guess Detroit is my world, but how I came up with the name of the album, just to share a little, more would be for tomorrow. Trying to find different themes for, it's like a trilogy of albums with my name. JLE Experience, first album, was more geared towards I believe I can make music and try to help people. JLE World is more just about the music, about me. And check the album out, man. I'm humbled already. I've had 7 stars when I be checking on Apple Music by a lot of the songs. Because I know how people receive it. I mean, it's very transparent, as always. but great music. That's the goal, to keep making great music and get it across the globe. On this journey, I published my second book. I do have a few copies of these. You may have missed the mark, but you can find it again. Hashtag Musician Thoughts. I did all the covers and everything myself. And the hashtag Musician Thought series is my inspirational series. I got some other ideas for other books where I think some could probably become a movie. But that series will be for the uplifting, help someone find their purpose, find themselves, ask God to help them find themselves, what they should be doing. And just something that if you read it, or if you listen to a music, it'll get you through the day. And if you're working out, so I've gotten back to working out myself. I got to look right for where God gonna take me, and this ain't it. I don't look like daddy just yet, but I'm gonna get there. It's gonna take a lot of work to get this weight on. It's gonna take a lot of work to get it off. Anybody out there on their workout grind, just keep doing it. Every day, celebrate the win that you're still doing it. You're still working at it. I check out Dave Goggins a lot on YouTube. That dude, he'll motivate you. Shout out to him. Eric Thomas, a lot of other great people that will motivate you. As long as you're trying, you in the race. And that book talks about stuff I dealt with in my life. Again, I ain't trying to be transparent, but you gotta do what God tell you to do. I think you read this book, it'll really help you get back on point, what you're trying to do. And man, gas prices. Wow. I've been seeing people putting funny things on social media about that they got a gas food stamp card. If someone did have one, it'd be trouble in the streets. It'd be a lot of trouble. You know. And I'm probably to fill my truck up. Think about 70, 75. And I forgot to do it this week, so we're gonna go to half, call it good. As long as I get the A to B to D, I call it good. And got all these streaming sites, so I ain't tripping. I can ride downtown. I did that. Yeah, I gotta talk about that. Catch you up. I did some professional photography. Shout out to my man Zachary Cephas. Check him out. Went downtown Detroit. I ain't been downtown since I left Wayne State last year. And man, it's like I was in Novi. Everybody down there. Like Wu-Tang or somebody. But we found some amazing areas to take some shots and by the water. And I ain't done that since I took senior pictures in high school. So it was kind of weird. But they look nice. And just me, because I'm always critiquing myself. I'm like, yeah, you definitely got to get back in the gym. So you can look smooth the next time I do it. But I'm a handsome, sexy chocolate brother. So they still look good. It's just my personal preference of how I want to present myself. Now I'm gonna be on that Black Thor. That's my goal. Give me a blonde wig, Hammer walk the streets. That'd be hilarious. That's gonna be awesome. You know. But that was, man, we did that for like almost an hour and a half. It was pretty cool. And then to see myself like, wow, okay. So I got pictures I can use now instead of old stuff I've been using, which I do got to take more. Um, I would be on, I believe, Charles McKay show, June 26th coming up. Good brother doing things with his show. I was humble he wanted to interview me. And In fact, let me go to my LinkedIn and make sure I said his name right. Charles McKay. Yep, that's him. Podcast host of Detroit Metro Plug. The streams on YouTube. I'll be on there June 26th at, I believe, 7 or 9 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame. And that's going to be great. He's been doing a lot of great stuff. And entrepreneurs and small businesses know what's going on in Metro Detroit. Go check him out. I have learned from Tisha say people name in rooms, because people have said my name in rooms that didn't help me. So I believe in paying it forward. I do gotta get some of the first book. Some of those reprinted out. I sold all ones I printed when I went to the book fair. But Detroit Book City, that was real cool. But I mean, it's kind of weird doing the show right now. Like, man, I was kind of breaking and chilling. Like, I was thinking about it at work. Like, you ain't did a pod. If nothing, you always at least do one on Friday. Whether it's 10 minutes, an hour, or whatever. But that's always been the JLE brand standard. Fridays at 7 or 8. It depends. See about getting a guest for next Friday. Yeah, next Friday will be the event. So I might try to do it from the event that's coming up. Yeah, I might do it from that. Might just do it on Anchor on that one. Oh no, I got StreamYard on your phone, so I could do it live that way too. I figured it out. Gotta get outfit for that event too. Gotta look good. Event Tisha Hammer has coming up. Thing for her company. But it's been, I ain't been in the studio in a minute. My producer got his new building. God is amazing. I already paid for 12 hours. Man, I ain't even sat back and thought about it. You got 12 hours on the docket, bro, to start working on the third album. But my head ain't been on music to make nothing. I mean, my nephew was doing music. He was gonna work on the third album, and I found myself at times where I would get sad, like, dang, what we could have did with a few songs together. So it's been trying to refine that passion. Because I guess I'm always gonna think about my nephew when I think about working on music, because he would send me stuff he was working on, and at times I cry. Real men cry. It's okay. Get it out. Keep it moving. But I'm still figuring out where I'm taking. Cause it's gonna be a double album for the third one. Like, what's the narrative I'm trying to go with it? Now, right now, I'm focused on getting better at marketing everything for JLE World. Get the word out about that album. And I got to start getting the word about my book. That's out. So it's like, yeah, I mean, that's why you ain't really seen me. The people who follow and support, I know I will always create flyers and be posting stuff that I got going on. I'm going to start step out of my comfort zone, start doing more lives, even for 2 seconds. But that one, his murder rocked me, family, and I had COVID, so I couldn't. be there to help. I can call and check on people. And that really had me messed up. And just like, wow. It kind of just like made me forget about my brand because I felt I had some steam going. Like, okay, stuff going, this, that, this guest, that guest, and man. I mean, I've gotten better where if I see pictures of him, I'm not breaking out crying. Or people say his name. That's coping better. I was praying for my sister and brother-in-law and their family because that was their child. And now it's okay. We gotta get back focused on the JLE brand and get it out here. That's some good stuff. I post a lot of inspirational stuff in the morning. And I believe it's reaching, helping people that are in need. But sometimes the voices start telling you, like, you doing all that for nothing. You ain't gonna make no money. It ain't gonna do nothing. It's not gonna be an impact. And even the strongest Christian or person of faith, you might have a moment where you're like, I don't know, maybe I'm doing all this for nothing. But you can't grab hold to that. That's you really gotta nope. God gave me the mission, as they say now, understood the assignment, and get with it. And have the trust of a mustard seed that what you're supposed to do is going to reach. Like when people I've interviewed, all the awesome, amazing 100+ people I've interviewed so far have asked me, well, what got you into it? I watched Skip and ESPN debate shows, Jalen Jacob. I'm like, well, I could do that. If I could have, my little bitty goal, that's where your idea and God's is totally different. If I would have just made 22 episodes January of this year, that was a win. Pops with Don Perry on, I'm doing something. I didn't expect it to take me to meeting Chris Mattoon and Major Shepherd L, Detroit authors, Adrian Woodward, another great author, to them encourage me to write a book and morphing my show more to adding an interviewing component, which when you start doing the work that you should be doing, God start tapping the show like, well, you need to make a focal point. Some people find their purpose while you do the other stuff. It's labeled to me Tisha Hammer, Robin Harris, Wilson. Not Robin Harris, Robin Wilson. Sorry about that. He's a great comedian, though. And countless others. Tiffany Pera, Net, Jeanette Gadati. Man. How well are you doing? A lot of great people, man. And you just like, and I just sit back and think about it, like, wow. I couldn't perceive this at all. You couldn't tell Mary Wells. You couldn't tell me that. I'd be doing all this. Like, nope. I was trying to do a podcast. And it branched off to books, music. So I was already doing music. I started back doing that 2014. And and they would have people, Dr. Spice, Dr. Noopy, more people I've encountered. And to get 6 seasons done in a year time, I couldn't fathom that at all. Not at all. And I'm grateful for it. Even meeting Miss Misha R. Mebane. She's awesome. Awesome individual. The CEO owner Infrared Vision. With her Tea Talk show that I've been on. Like a conversation for the 40 and Up Club. And sometimes you got to stop and look at the journey. It's like, wow, you might have an idea to be going, I'm going to go up the street and go left, and events just change. And before you know it, you like, whoa, I'm doing this right here. And even Damon Petty, founder of the Juneteenth Detroit Festival, that's still going on. Go to their website, check them out. They're doing a lot of phenomenal stuff. And my family, Cynthia Mobley, she's awesome. Her company, How Well Are You Doing? How well are you dealing with mental health? Something that that's our community that we do need to think about and take care of. And there's a few people I've encountered, man. I've just been countless people. I mean, Terrence Hoggleboot. If I said his last name right, apologize. He's an awesome brother, mentoring young black men, doing great things. Total, you never know where your journey is going to take you, but you do need to get on it and see where it goes. You ain't got nothing to lose. What else were you doing? Probably just sitting on the couch watching TV. Might as well give a try at what you really desire to do or believe you should be doing. Now, I remember my brother talking to me while on my birthday last year. Big bro John Edwards. And I'm still comprehending. I've written 2 books and published them. But some people, that's their whole dream is to be the author. I never thought about it like that. I'm humbled that God put on me to be able to bring it to life. Even with the music, because I used to suck when I first started. Really. Making beats? I ain't gonna play them CDs. I was a kid in the candy store mixing everything together that didn't sound right. You know. But getting back to the JLE brand and the goals of where I want this to be globally. I mean, I'm gonna get sponsorship. I'm gonna turn into a network, have other people. I'm going to be able to make moves where I want to soon. And I can employ others. That's going to be a reality. Not how much I got to work to make it happen. But the JLE brand will be able to employ over 1,000 people. That's a lot of work. But gotta be hard work in the room. If you don't know, go get a mentor, do the research, then get after it. And I'm learning to even talk about music. I have to let people in with that because that's very personal. That's really me. And, hmm, never done that before. I mean, my creativity is what God made me to be. And I got to share. I understand that. And I always want, whatever I do, I want to give the seriousness and levity of it that it requires. I'm humbled when people are guests on my show. When they say they honored that I asked them, I don't look at it from that perspective that what I'm working to, what I've created and keep expanding. The mission is always where we treat you like family. I drop the ball if you are a guest on my show and you don't feel comfortable to share your story. I need to get better. Maybe I ain't prayed before the show, so I ain't do it right. Because the goal is to celebrate what they're doing and get that knowledge about them to help someone else. So they got to be cool conversation about what led them to start and how they got to where they are. And I learned a lot from sitting and listening to their stories on how it can help me. And I watch a lot of them, and I see definitely you got to be consistent. You got to be out here keeping your name, your brand out here. You know, and that's definitely something I'm about to get back to doing. It was like a little journey through the mind of JLE. What's been going on? Because prior to the pod I did last Saturday, it was a minute before I did one. Enough time to get back on the grind. And it ain't so hot now. You go outside in Detroit, but at least it ain't snow. Father's Day weekend. Shout out to all the great fathers that's doing what they're supposed to do. You're not thanked enough. We see the result of ones who don't have one around giving them the knowledge compared to ones that is being a father or the stepdads that's stepping up and being in that role. Truly appreciate it. I know a lot of cats passed me knowledge when I was coming up and my father was gone. So it does help to share the knowledge. Hope everybody enjoy the weekend. And tomorrow is, wow, the listening party. Man, that's going to be so awesome. 6 o'clock. Wow. Listening party for my album. That's so awesome. Man. But y'all gonna love it. Go support the album, go buy it, the books. Eventually I will have a TV show. Just stay on this journey with me because I ain't trying to get there by myself. I don't want to eat alone. I want a long table like Last Supper, but it's infinite. Because we all doing what we supposed. We all eating good, doing our thing, and paying it forward to someone else. So enjoy Friday. I need to work on some stuff myself. And I'll check back with y'all.